Hi, today's day 197. Ooh, yes, towel, right? That's towel. It's called Geom Romantic. So hopefully let's get something romantic. Oh my god, he says. This guy says, oh my god, I know you from YouTube. Wow. He's like, I think he's the third guy who's told me this. Actually, he's the second guy today. One guy says he's seen my stream before. So this means that we are becoming. He says he follows me. He says, I follow you. How do I chat with him? I can't chat with him for some reason. I don't know where my chat box is. Otherwise it'd be really cool to like it'd be kinda cool to like talk to him. We're gonna go for this line which I was kinda looking at. How do I talk to this guy? You know what, let's just focus on the game and he can comment on my YouTube after. Look at you. Look at you. We're gonna go for this line. I don't really like know how to play it, but it's because like I saw like 5 cool games that showcase some kind of like traps and whatever. Like if they play D6, it's really bad. They take, it's bad. I basically memorized a game. Oh my god, and it's on the board. Fuck yes. I like literally I memorized a 23 move game by Frank Marshall versus Amos Burns. Is that his name? Something like that. A 23 move game where Marshall performs this really sexy mate. We stack a bunch of stuff, so hopefully we're gonna see it on the board. But if he goes knight here, it's actually not easy knowing what to do. Oh my, really? Why is he doing this? Don't do this just because you know me from YouTube. Don't do this just because you know me. I mean, what the fuck? What the fuck? Alright, this and this would be a fork. What the F? What the F? Not sure. Not sure about this. So the guy sacks a piece because he's romantic. I wonder if every single game he like makes himself sack a piece because he's feeling romantic. How about this? He's going for B2, but little do you know, I control B2, baby. I control B2, baby. Let's be careful of the F2 square. We're gonna have to get rid of him. He's annoying. This would be a nice skewer, would it not? I'm gonna kick him out. Honestly, we have some developmental problems to solve. Can't believe we have fans. Alright, now this looks really nice. This guy leaves. So I was gonna push this if I don't do anything, something quick. Alright, we gotta develop. We gotta get out of here. Hmm. Still wanting to pin us. Oops. Oh wait, this is not hang. Yoy 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 yoy. Mm-hmm. He did us so fast. Because he's romantic. It'd be so cool to chat with him. But how? Can't chat with people no more. I guess I should just take it. I honestly hope he takes so that I can get out of here. Like, I really need to get my king away. I've been feeling like kind of inspired. Well, today was really shitty for chess, but I was watching some Olympics and it was like really phenomenal. It's like really superhuman. Every single sport. It was really, really amazing. Wait, this bishop also needs to go, right? Yeah, I'm really pushing myself a little bit. I wanted to play the bots today, but every time I click on the play computer page, it like automatically shows Coach Danny. Like I can't pick anybody else. I wanted to play all the like freaking Greek bots, Roman bots. Those are cool. And it had like a cool peace thing apparently too. Yeah, there's no threats. That's just a big problem. That's a good move. It's not a bad move. It's an interesting move. Point is, I'm gonna lose to this Chuck, and then he's gonna win my rook. That is a problem. So maybe this thing was not well thought out. I could also go here. Yeah, this is a crazy line. I don't know if I can play it in the future. This is like effing crazy. Even if I can replicate the game of Marshall versus Burns or Amos, I would honestly want a castle. I would honestly want a castle. Maybe I'll show you that game afterward because I actually like. Let's see if I actually memorized it. I'll show you guys after this game. I don't want to play more chess. Win or lose, my opponent did a good job. Yeah. If they just take my queen, I'm gonna first do this and take their queen. Or like the chuck and then they come back. I'll take the queen. Although they wouldn't do that. That's kind of weird. If they take this, then I'll take with the queen. And this is not great, but at least I kind of unblundered myself. Next up, I severely need to create some lufts. I need to kick this bishop away. It looks freaky as hell, but just maybe I can get away with this. Because I need to just, yeah, get rid of him first. Oh, what is this? What is this? Oh, trying to come from made from behind? That's so freaky. That's so freaky. I can just, you're trying to trick me to like take, and they come from behind. Isn't that like mad freaky? Yuck. Alright, I don't know what that's about, but I'm gonna offer a trade because I also didn't need to spend so long thinking about it. I assume they might want to trade. Basically, I need something defending back rank. I need to defend the back rank. I also need to defend the E3 square because I don't want to get mated here. My knight is defending it now, but my plan is to kick the bishop with F3, put my king on F2 without getting mated on freaking a piece coming to F3, and get the other rook out, and I'm hoping I will survive. The next move I need to just blitz out because at this point we're just both very slow. And the problem with playing very romantic sharp chess is if you're not naturally like polymorphy, then you need to sink a lot of time calculating. And that's why I have trouble playing sharp position sometimes because I want to calculate these lines, but it's just like too time consuming, you know? So, okay. So he's stopping us from going here. In this case, I'm going to do this. I don't like it. If I do this, I allow him to come here, so that's not great. If I go here, then I'm weakening this whole structure. If I go here, I lose the queen. So getting out of here is still kind of a problem. Alright, I'm gonna just get my knight back. Oh my god. This is looking a little intense. I 真不能这么玩，太吓人了。It's too fucking insane. I said I was gonna blitz out the next two moves and it didn't happen. Mouse is always gonna be very slow. Holy fucking bejesus. Can I run away or not run away is the question. Fuck. Move. Hi, Hala. Fuck, that creates such a big weakness. F. Is this fucking mate? Fuck. Fuck. Good game by my opponent. Good game. Okay, let's do the review again. Basically, yeah, my audio stopped somewhere towards the end of the video. I'm not sure where exactly, but pretty much I looked at the whole review part is dead quiet. So we're just gonna do it again. I reviewed the game and I also wanted to show you a game that I was inspired by. So neither of us are very accurate, which is what you could expect from something so sharp. I thought I was definitely winning because I'm basically up a piece. I mean, kudos to him for trying this kind of style, just like playing down a piece. But I was not very accurate. And yeah, I should have kicked that bishop away straight away. And I think this knight move was such a problem because it was just kind of risk taking. Like here, I'm up a piece. I could just like play it. I should, like, my priority should be just to castle and get out of the way and trade pieces off. Like just trade off a set of rooks and worry about the other stuff later. But this knight move was a little gambity, and I think I pay the price because then I sink time. I'm not quite sure, and then he finds some good moves. Taking was the wrong idea. I should have just, yeah, here the point is that once I took, I opened up the A file for him, and then it became a headache later on when I had to stop the skewer, because that became the whole point why I couldn't do this in future lines, because I would be getting skewered on the back rank and I would lose my rook and I would lose ensuing endgame. So I should have just gone for this extra c pawn, which was the whole point of this whole thing. And now the point is whatever they take back with, they need to, they don't just have a free open file to work with. And I can use the time to now get my rook into the game with activity. And now life should be Gucci for me because I am still up an extra piece. Okay, that's not what happened. I think, so he finds a great move. I think I also find, because that was a great move, which I did not see. I'm pretty proud of this move. But the problem is I spent way too long trying to figure it out. The thing is, nothing else works. So it's like, you attack me, I attack you, because yeah, the whole point is this A file skewer was my concern. He goes there, which is not the best call. This is a great move. So this whole sequence I thought was good for me. Here I should have, again, I got frisky with my knight. And here the engine madly wants me to just grab a B pawn, because apparently this is not an issue, right? Now this rook cannot come down to harass me because then I have a back rank threat, which I didn't see. So the problem with this move, knight move again, is that it blocks in my view of back rank. So now they can come in and harass me. But here, again, what's the best move here? To defend f2. Here I went for the passive bishop block move, but it's passive. The best move was actually just to take the frickin' bishop, which was actually, yeah, I missed this, but I guess I blitzed out this move, right? I think I blitzed out this move, or I'm trying to blitz it out but 1 minute, I don't know, 1 minute you can still try to be accurate. I don't know. Obviously, I'm not in a great shape today. Otherwise, I would have lost so many points. But also time pressure. I do convert some games, like in some crazy time pressure situations, but in general I don't really play fast time control, so if I did, it would help me out essentially. So here I get rid of one of their biggest annoyingest pieces, the attacker, while simultaneously defending f2, and then in the future if I need to. And I also open up the E file for this back rank threat. So a very nice multi-purpose move would have been just a take on friggin' g4. I don't do it. It's annoying. I go passive. Again, I should have just taken the bishop. But now I let them essentially equalize because they have so much pressure. Here, again, I could have just gone up. I was afraid of this move because originally, when my knight was in here, this would have lost my... Yeah, but actually this is not a problem anymore. I was like, first, like back when the position was like my king here and this knight was not here, then the queen to f4 would have dropped the queen to this discovery. But now the position has changed, so it's like everything's changed, and now this knight defends and my king is on a dark square. So I just wasn't, I kind of freak out at this point. Like, yeah, too little time, I freak out. And G3 was definitely the biggest blunder and my biggest freak out, because all along the reason why I wasn't, because it'd be really nice to push a pawn and to be able to like manually castle, right? The reason why I couldn't do it the whole game is because that would invite the queen to give me chucks, and I'm weak on the light squares. So So again, this is a huge problem. I should have just gone right here. This is the very it's not obvious, but to some people it's very obvious. The skewer, this fork. I mean, I don't know. All right, now, oh, now I feel so hungry. This is the biggest blunder because the light squares, yeah. And I knew this. I knew this. This is just straight up just time franticness. Even just getting out of here would have gotten out of jail. But I think I was concerned about this chuck and but even here I could have defended like that maybe. Yeah. And with them having little time too, I needed to get out of the way. Instead I like ask invite mate and at this point it's GG. Okay, so good game? Yeah, good game. It was definitely one of the more interesting games from this segment. And now I want to show you a game that I was looking at this afternoon. I enjoyed it so much I played it a few times. I actually memorized it. It's a 23 move game played by Frank Marshall. I think I already talked about it. Hold on. I'm definitely feeling tired now. Tired, hungry, sleepy, whole shebang, sick. Okay. But it starts off with an Italian. Basically what we see today that I played today because I was inspired by it. Thus invites the C3 D4 complex. He goes there, we go D4. Takes, hit the bishop. Bishop gives a chuck. We move on to F8. And now if this knight takes, then we push this, and there are some really fun little stuff here that we could play. If he goes here, this is bad for him because he's actually trapped here. You can count after move this bishop. This knight has no more squares to go. He's trapped, and we can win him eventually. Although it's still very, very sharp, and I've actually tried this today and blundered my rook along this diag, so you gotta be careful. So okay. Okay, so the audio cut off again. So we're gonna start again. Oh my god. I hope this is not gonna be a thing. Okay, so where were we? We were at Queen D4, right? We're at Queen D4. Please cooperate. Mouse, internet, please cooperate. Please, please. Okay, let's go. Queen D4. Knight retreats. We pin the knight. We shish kebab this whole thing. We're threatening to take on F6 because now they'd be forced to take back with a pawn and ruin their entire king side. So they basically reveal the queen's protection of that knight. But the problem with his moves is like he's still uncastled and this whole thing is just a little slow. We keep developing. This knight is protected by his friends. It's not always easy to see how many friends you have, but yeah. Okay, so he kicks us away. We ignore his threat. He tries to kick our bishop. We play very actively, give him a chuck along the e-file. And now the bishop comes back to both defend the knight and to also unpin or block against a chuck. So now we... Oh, that's not what happens. That's not what happens. What am I talking about? That would actually lose the game to takes. So king actually goes off to the side to F8. This guy basically copies us. He's inspired by our king slither away move, so that's what we do. And we still ignore his hit on our bishop. We hit this knight. We attack this knight while revealing our queen's attack on the bishop, and now the bishop comes back because now it's no longer pinned. Okay, this makes a lot more sense. So now we take this knight. Now we take this guy. Now he takes us, and now is a point for a very, very brilliant move. We ignore the threat on, we don't try to save the bishop. Instead, we move very actively. We got our knight in. The point is now if he takes, which he does, now we hit the king with a chug, and what piece is he gonna drop? The king comes down because he's gonna drop the e7 bishop anyway, and he thinks, okay, here at least he gets a knight. But is it a free knight, honey? No, it ain't. He's about to get chucked. Oops, not like that. Not like that, like this. He gets chucked. He starts getting chucked. So now we start to open up the H file so that we can unleash checkmate. He has to block against this. Now we keep up the mating threat. So now the new mate is queen to g6 mate. So the knight is forced to take this pawn, but now the knight is pinned. So now we move on in with the queen, threatening another mate. Now on the frickin' h5, he has to defend. He goes here, but now we give him another chuck, and the point is the knight cannot take the queen because it's pinned. Now the king can't go back. Now this is still forced. And now do we see the beautiful finish? Checkmate, baby. King cannot move. Queen cannot be took because of the pin. Just look at this final position. I was so happy about this game. I played it like three times in a row, and that's why I can memorize it for you right now. So yeah, because I was inspired by this, I've been trying this out a little bit. Very sharp stuff. Very sharp. Shouldn't play it when you're super tired. All right, 3 times the charm. I recorded it. Audio kept cutting off, but now we finally got on the bag. Now I'm gonna edit it and put it online for you guys. Sorry, I'm like, at this point. Good night, children. Adios.